If there's one thing the car industry does well, it's progress. Cars are becoming safer, smarter and more relevant each year.
That's right, and so it's no surprise that Hyundai has updated its Sonata for 2017, making the family sedan more compelling than ever for new car buyers. The current generation Hyundai Sonata came to Australia in 2015, bringing turbocharged performance, more refinement and additional space to the brand's mid-size model.
But Hyundai hasn't stopped there, it's just released an important update for 2017.
That's right, the model year update for the Sonata does bring some additional features. The mid-range Elite model that we're driving here gains front parking sensors, a new electronic parking brake and front heated seats. There's also more driver appeal in new gear shift paddles for the steering wheel and Continental rubber that replaces Kumho's of the previous model. Now all those changes come in for an extra $600, bringing the total cost for the Sonata Elite to just over 38 grand. Does that feel like good value to you?
It is good value for money, but compared to some of its rivals such as the Ford Mondeo, it's actually a bit more expensive.
Yeah, it is a little bit dearer, but as you say, you do get a lot of car for your money. Now, Danny, you've been living with the car for a few days. How have you found it?
Yeah, I found it surprisingly enjoyable to drive. It's got quite a bit of grunt, this 2-litre turbo engine. Not much lag, so really good. And the steering feels quite sturdy as well. So overall, in terms of performance, there's no real complaints for me.
Yeah, it's got around 180 kilowatts of power, which is pretty adequate for a car of this size. It's more than adequate, really. Hyundai really does pride itself on its local suspension tuning, honing the car's shock absorbers and tyres and things like that to make sure that they work well on local roads.
Yeah, it is really suited well on our local roads. Speaking of driving, would you like to take a turn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're right, the Sonata does drive nicely. It is very quiet thanks to that turbocharged engine that offers effortless performance. I think there's around 350 newton meters of torque, so the car never really feels stressed or strained, and the 6-speed auto does an excellent job of keeping the car on the boil. You do notice too that these new tyres are a little bit quieter and they offer more grip than before, which is always something you like to see in a car.
Yeah, Dave, we both agree it drives well, but one thing is, it is a bit thirsty.
It really is a bit thirsty. Hyundai claimed just over 9 litres per 100 for its official fuel figure, but we're using more than 11 litres now over a few hundred kilometres of driving, and that is pretty disappointing. For a car like this, you expect it to be quite more efficient than that.
Yeah, it does consume quite a bit of fuel, which can be harsh for families, who are on a budget. The other thing is it doesn't have that stop-start, which is primarily for fuel efficiency.
Yeah, there's no stop-start system. This isn't the most up-to-date drivetrain in the world. Hyundai has more modern drivetrains in some of its cars with dual-clutch transmissions and things like that, which the Sonata misses out on. That is a little bit disappointing. But then again, as we said, you do get a lot of car for your money here. I mean, the space is massive. Those back seats are truly enormous, and the boot too.
Oh, the boot is huge. You open it up and you think you see it, but then it goes further. It's probably one of the biggest boots I've seen in a while.
It is a very easy car to drive and a very easy car to live with. You can see why some of the police services are looking at it as a potential replacement for the Commodore. It's big, it's got plenty of grunt. It's a very good package.
Yeah, it's extremely practical. I think the one thing though that is missing for me is a crucial safety feature, which is automated city braking. Yeah, it's an impressive practical car and definitely one worth considering, Dave.
I agree. Sonata is a great car, but there are a couple of things that bug me a little bit. To start with, it uses too much fuel and that can really hurt you in the hip pocket. It's also missing a couple of key features, such as autonomous emergency braking, which you really want to find in a family sedan.
Well, maybe that's something for next year's model. That's definitely the sort of progress we'd like to see.